All right, we're working out of the textbook today. You're going to be on page 331 in your textbook. So at the top of your paper, write the page number, page 331, put your name. This is Wilkinson, so I'm doing this also with you. And this is about, we're learning about slope-intercept form. So I'm going to write that at the top. Slope-intercept form. All right, let's just do the questions together. Number 1 says, you see that okay? Yep. What is an equation of the line with slope 6 and y-intercept -4? So we're writing the equation y equals mx plus b, and it says the slope is 6, so I'm going to write y equals 6x, and the y-intercept is -4, so just -4. That's it. All right, let's do number 2. What equation in slope-intercept form represents the line that passes through the points? What equation in slope-intercept form represents the line that passes through the points? Well, I think I need to figure out the slope first. So I use the slope formula, which is the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. So I need to do, I'm going to start with the 4. So 4 minus -1, y minus y, and then -3 minus 2. -3 minus 2. So what does that equal? Well, 4 minus negative is the same as plus, so I can change that to plus, and that's 4 plus 1 is 5. And then -3 minus 2 is -5. So then 5 divided by -5 equals -1, so that's my slope. So then, if I'm going to figure out the slope-intercept equation, I need to use the point slope equation. So y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. I guess this is what we need to do on this. So I can use either point. So I'm going to choose -3, 4. So I'm going to go y minus y, which is 4, equals, the slope is -1. And then I'm going to do x minus -3. So then I have to simplify. So y minus 4 equals, this becomes x minus negative becomes positive, so I'm going to change that. -1 times x is -x. -1 times 3 is -3. So now I need to just put this back into slope-intercept form. So I go plus 4 plus 4. So it ends up being y equals, so that cancels out, -x, which is okay, -3 plus 4, what's that going to be? Same as 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3. That's just plus 1. And that's the final answer for number 2. That's a lot of work, huh? All right. Is y equals 5, number 3. Is y equal 5 a linear equation? Well, let's see. Can y equal 5 be a linear equation? Let's just draw a graph really fast. If you just draw a simple little graph like that, oops, you can't see. A simple little graph like that. So where's y equals 5? Well, this is the y, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So y equals 5 would be going in that direction. Could that be a linear equation? Well, sure, because it's a straight line. It's a straight line. It's a straight line, and x is different, and it's horizontal because it's a straight line and it's horizontal, and it has a 0 slope. 0 slope, which still can make it a linear equation. Okay, and then let's see, what does number 4 say? Is it always, sometimes, or never true that an equation in slope-intercept form represents a direct variation? Support your answers. I don't know. We're going to skip number 4. I don't really know the answer to that one. That's okay. Right, so let's do some of this stuff over here. This is going to be easy. Easy steezy. Let's look at number 5. So number 5 says, find the slope and y-intercept of the graph of each equation. So on 5 through 13, all you have to write is m, What is m and what is b? So what's the slope? Right there, 3. What's the y-intercept? Y equals mx plus b. It equals 1. Let's go on to number 6. Number 6. Y equals negative x plus 4. Oops. Negative x plus 4. Well, that's easy, right? So the slope is m. The slope m equals negative 1 in front of x, and the y-intercept is 4. That's it. That's all that is. All right, let's go to number 7. What's the slope? The slope is the number in front of x, which is 2, and the y-intercept is going to be negative 5. It's that number in front of the 5. Minus 5 means negative 5. All right, let's go on to number 8. The slope is negative 3. The y-intercept is positive 2. Number 9. Slope is 5. The y-intercept, negative 3. See right there. Minus 3 means negative 3. Number 10. The slope is negative 6. And there's no y-intercept. You could just say the y-intercept would then be a 0. It's going to go right through the origin. Right on 11, there's no slope, and the y-intercept is b. It's just 4. B equals 4. When it says y equals 4, that's what the y-intercept is. It's going to cross the y-axis right at 4. Number 12, the slope, m, is negative 0.2. This y-intercept is 3. And then 13, it's pretty easy, right? 13, the slope is 1/4, and the y-intercept, b, is negative 1/3. All right? Write an equation. Oh, this is easy. Write an equation, the slope-intercept form of the line with the given slope, m, and y-intercept, b. Alrighty. Moving to the back. So 14. You got y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. So m is 1. I don't have to write a 1 when it's a 1. I just write x. B is negative 1, so I do minus 1. Number 15. Y equals m. 3x plus b plus 2. Number 16. Y equals m half x minus half is the y-intercept. Number 17. Y equals 0.7x minus 2. That's your y-intercept. Pretty easy. 18. Y equals our slope, negative 0.5x, our y-intercept, plus 1.5. Number 19. Y equals negative 2x, plus our y-intercept, plus 8/5. I'm not going too fast, am I? Write an equation in slope-intercept form of each line. Oh, so now we have to, this is wonderful. This is exactly what we needed to practice at. So now we look at the graph. We do rise over run to get our slope. We look at where the red line crosses the y-axis, and that's our intercept. So let's look at 20. So here we go. It's going to be easy. We'll knock it right out. So 20. What's the slope? So here's a point here. And how far down do you have to go to get to that point? Because that doesn't count as a point right there because it's not in the intersection. You got to get down here to this point. So we start here. We go down 1 over 2. 1, 2. So it's y equals, how can I put this so we can all see? Y equals negative 1 over 2x. And then what's the y-intercept? Well, look, 1, 2, 3 plus 3. That's the y-intercept. Alrighty, let's do some more. We've got 21 through 24, so 21. Y equals. So first of all, what's your slope going to be? Well, here's a point right here. And where can I go? Another point. Can't go here. I got to go all the way up here because I got to go to the intersection. So you go up 1, 2 over 1. So it's a positive up 2 over 1, which is the same thing as just 2. Whenever 1 is a bottom number, it's the same as 2. But either way, I don't care. You can write it like that. X, and then what is the y-intercept? Where's that red line crossing over the y-axis? Right there. So that's -1, -2, -3, so -3. All right, 22. Over here, y equals, what's the slope? So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. It's the same every single time. So it's a -1 slope. -1 slope is just the same as -x. -1 down 1 over 1 just means 1. Negative. So what is the y-intercept? Well, that's the y-intercept is crossing over right through that 0. So you could say plus 0. You could just say y equals -x. Same exact thing. Let's look at 23. All right, here we go. What is the slope? Well, here's a point here, and then it goes down 1, 2, and then it's going over 1. So the slope, y equals negative down 2 over 1, or you could just say -2, x, and then what is the y-intercept? Well, it's right there at the 4, right on the y-axis, so it's plus 4. That's your y-intercept. And then 24, y equals, what's your slope? So this one's kind of hard. Let's see, we've got to find a point. So here's a point. Well, where else is a point? Not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. It looks like I got to go all the way down here to get a point. So how far up do I have to go to get all the way up here? See that you have to find the red line where it connects through the intersection of the grid. And that counts there, and that counts up there, but that's the only places. So I'm going to go up because it's up to the right, so I know it's positive. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 1, 2 over 2. Up 5 over 2. That's your slope. X, and then where does it cross over the y-axis? Well, this is a little tricky because this is 0 and that's -1. It looks like it's halfway. So really it'd be -half. That was a really tricky one. All right, let's see what else we have left in here. Write an equation of slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the given points. So you have to do this. You get the slope. You then can use that point for the y-intercept. You can also use 0, 3 to find the b. Oh, what are they saying? Y? That's strange. Oh, they're putting in the 2 points and getting b that way. Wow. Let's see what we can do. Find the slope and y-intercept of the graph. Well, let's see if we can just do a couple more and then we'll be done for the day because I know you're working really hard. So let's go ahead and do 26 because that looks kind of easy. So we're going to do 26, which is not doing 25 because that's already done for us. So we're going to do 26. So how do you turn 2 points into an equation? Well, basically, first you got to find the slope. So to find the slope, you use 2 points. So m equals, I got to put my y's on top. So I'm going to go 5 minus 3 on top. 5 minus 3. Subtract your y's. And then on the bottom, I go 2 minus 0. So that's going to be easy. 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3, 4, 5. So that's 2. 2 minus 0, 2. 2 divided by 2, that equals 1. So the slope is 1. And since they're telling us 0 and 3, well, I already know then that 3 is the y-intercept. So all I got to do is go y equals 1 is your slope, so I just write x, and 3 is your y-intercept. And so that's it. You're done on that one. That was pretty easy. Can we do any more? I think that's it because my husband's waiting for me to get home so we can have dinner starting 8:47 p.m.